Hello everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
I didn't get the egg to stand on end.
Oh.
I tried and I tried. Oh Lord, how I tried.
23 hours and 50 minutes.
I was shaking like this. I was so tired and it just got harder and harder.
Well, you know what that means then.
What?
It means you're going to be unlucky for this year.
Oh no, I still have a bit of time. I'm going to try again after we finish our article today, I promise.
Okay.
But today we're still getting ready for Dragon Boat Festival along with our friends Lance and Mindy from the dialogue. Yesterday, Mindy was introducing Lance to the idea of standing eggs on end. He thought it was strange, but he was willing to try it out. So that is one of the fun traditions of Dragon Boat Festival.
Yeah, and that's actually something I've also heard at different times of the year that you could do this thing. And I've always thought, hey, I should try that because it sounds interesting. Yeah. And to this day, I have still never tried it. I think I just think about it and say, hey, that'd be fun, and then I forget.
It's not easy. I'll just tell you
that.
I
can't imagine.
It's not easy.
I can't imagine it would be easy.
No.
But I've got pretty steady hands. Maybe I could do it.
Okay, well, the main trick is don't do it on the dragon boat.
Ooh, okay.
Do it on the land.
Okay.
Save the dragon boat for the other stuff that people do at Dragon Boat Festival, including the races. Have you been to the dragon boat races?
I went one time and saw the races, and it was very fun. It was very cool, but it was really hot.
Oh, well, it is June.
Yeah.
That's a good point. People here, of course, love to watch them. If you're really lucky, you'll actually get to be in the race, be part of a dragon boat team.
Fun.
I think here companies will have them. I know schools, universities, they often have teams like that. So maybe we should make one.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah,
we should.
We could get Shane and Karen and all the other wonderful people we
practice.
work with. And we would lose badly. Anyways, let's check out Get Ready for Dragon Boat Festival Part 2. Lance and Mindy are at a dragon boat race. Which dragon boat is your father rowing in?
His team's in the green one in the last lane, but he's not rowing.
He's not? Then does he sit at the front of the boat and beat the drum?
That's a good guess, but no. Try again.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome. This is Get Ready for Dragon Boat Festival Part 2. So we just talked about some traditions in the first part about eggs and all this kind of stuff. But now we have a new setup to the second dialogue, and it says Lance and Mindy are at a dragon boat race. Ooh, wow. So they had their prep time and now they are there. And we're going to see what is this race like. That's right. So they're obviously down by the river somewhere in Taiwan or somewhere like that. It's going to be very exciting. A good day outside with lots of people there, big crowds of people. And of course, they're also going to be watching the teams in their boats race all day long. And it seems there is actually a kind of a personal reason for them to be there. And we find out at the beginning of our dialogue when Lance asks Mindy, which dragon boat is your father rowing in? Wow, so Mindy's dad, her father, is in one of the dragon boat racing teams. I guess they know who they're going to cheer for today. Yes, I would hope so. Hopefully
Go Dad, Jayo Papa.
Yeah, hopefully they're not going to cheer against her dad. That wouldn't be very nice. And so then Mindy says his team's in the green one in the last lane. Okay. But he's not rowing.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we had this word row, and then here he says rowing. So the rowers, when they're the people who are rowing in the dragon boat, will be the ones with the paddles who are actually doing the motion of moving the boat forward, putting the paddle in, pull it back, take it out, do it again, this kind of rowing motion. And so in a dragon boat, it's obviously a team effort. There's a lot of people working together, but most of the people in the dragon boat are the rowers. So if he's not a rower, then he might have a special job
That's
in here.
exactly right. He's kind of a special team member. But you're right, rowing, that's kind of the engine for the boat. It doesn't have a motor engine. It has people engines, your muscles, and the paddle you're using. Notice we use the word row. We could also use the word for the thing that you hold, paddling.
Yeah.
You could say, I'm paddling or I'm rowing. They're basically the same action. There might be a few differences in other types of boats, but for this, yeah, you're paddling as fast as you can, you're rowing as fast as you can to try to get to the finish line first. And as Mindy was pointing out which boat her father's in, she said he's in the farthest lane. Now, whenever you're racing, or even if you're down at the local sports field, you might know the track where people do the running races, and on that track, there are lines painted on the ground, and these lines show which part of the track you will run in. And the idea, of course, would be everyone gets their own little section. You run along that section. You don't cross the line. You don't go into the other lane. Those sections are lanes. And of course, there's no wall to stop you, but if we paint the lines on the ground. In the same way that if you're driving on the road or cycling or somewhere, there might be lines painted to say cars go here, buses go there, bicycles and scooters go here. How do we know where they go? The lines show the lanes that these are supposed to be in.
At the Dragon Boat Festival, do they have like some kind of rope or something in between? I can't. It's been so long since I've been. I honestly don't remember.
Sometimes at the Olympics, they'll actually have little markers down the whole way of the river, but maybe just at the beginning. They might have them only at the beginning, and then, you know, you can move a little bit. But of course,
try to still stay in your lane.
But of course, if you try to cross, you're going to be losing time because you're going this way while everyone's going that way. So really, you're trying to go straight, and the lanes show you the best way to go straight. Anyways, so now Lance is trying to figure out which boat her father, Mindy's father's in. He's also trying to figure out, well, what is he doing in the boat? He's not rowing the boat. That's a little strange, as you say. There's maybe 22 people in the boat, 20 of them are rowing, so he's one of the other two, is kind of Lance's idea, and he has questions. He's not rowing. That's his first question. Then he asks, does he sit at the front of the boat and beat the drum? Because there is a drummer in the boat. The drummer
try to keep everybody on the same time.
Keeps the time, exactly.
Row at the same time.
Yeah.
And Mindy says, that's a good guess, but no.
Oh.
Try again.
So he's not the drummer of the boat. Yeah, the drummer. I don't know if it's called the drummer. In other rowing sports, we would call that person the cox, C-O-X. And they often sit there and they have this thing that makes their voice louder and they say, stroke, stroke, stroke. And they're basically keeping time. And if you're losing, you go a little faster. And if everyone's getting tired, you go a little slower. That's the idea. In dragon boat racing, they beat it out on a drum.
Yes, and so they use this verb beat. And so beat, when we're talking about a drum, would just be to hit the drum to make a noise. So you beat the drum. You also see it in the same kind of music world, but not as a verb when we say the beat. And so it keeps the time. That would be the tempo. That would also be the beat. So we have this kind of word that's used in a few different ways in the same kind of world that's music world. So beat is a very versatile, very useful and changing word that you can use in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. You could say I'm hitting the drum, but the proper verb would be beating. I'm beating the drum either with your hands or with sticks or whatever, but you're playing the drum in a very regular way. Anyway, so this was Lance's guess. His guess was that her father was the guy drumming or beating the drum. Good guess, but I don't think it was right. When you guess something, you basically are asked a question. You have no idea what the answer is really. You're not going to look it up on Google or check a book. You're just going to go, yeah. And using your experience, using what you know, and maybe using a little bit of luck, you're saying, here's an answer. But again, you don't really know. It's just your best idea, your guess.
Just a try.
There you go. You're trying to come up with an answer, but you're not trying that hard.
Yes, but so we don't know who is her dad in this kind of role. What is his role? But hopefully we'll find out.
He's the cook. He makes the food for everyone. Of course.
Does he cook eggs?
Oh, yes, after he makes them stand up on a boat.
Clearly.
That's not the right answer. That was a bad guess. Let's take a break and we'll get the right answer after that break. I know. He lies on the dragon head and grabs the flag.
He used to do that, but he lets the team's younger members handle that now.
So that means he's the team captain?
Yes, and he's also the captain of the boat.
All right, so we are back. Lance is trying to figure out exactly what Mindy's dad is doing on the dragon boat. He's not rowing the dragon boat. He's not beating the drum to keep time for the rowers. So what is he doing? Well, there's only, I think, one other person on the boat. It's not the cook. They don't have cooks.
No cooks.
No cooks on a dragon boat. So he's got the right answer now. He doesn't even have to guess as he says, I know, right? When you figured it out and you are very confident you have the right answer, you can begin by saying, I know. He lies on the dragon head and grabs the flag. Yeah, that's the other important job. Really, they only have one thing to do right at the end of the race, basically, right? If you're the first to cross the line, you grab a flag, and that kind of shows that your team was the winning team. And of course, a flag is something that we use to wave. It's used to signal things. We have flags for countries. We have flags to send messages from boats to boats. They still maybe use flags to do that. It's basically a colorful piece of cloth. It will be on a stick, a flag pole. We would call that stick. Some of them can be really big, like the one they put up on top of the president's office. Some of them can be really small. A lot of them represent countries, or they're used for signaling and communication. A green flag at the beginning of a race probably means go. The red or the black and white flag at the end of the car race, that means stop, or the winner, or the end. But anyways, these flags are used for all sorts of stuff. And in dragon boat racing, I think, yeah, if you grab the flag first, your team wins.
Yeah, and I've heard that job is pretty tough because apparently the person has to like hang off the side of the boat and like reach really far and try to grab it before other people do. But I think that'd be a really fun job.
I guess they might have to be small too, because you wouldn't want a big heavy guy leaning off the front of your boat.
You probably want less weight too, so you probably have like a pretty long, skinny person.
Yeah, so that must be it.
Well, Mindy says he used to do that, but he lets the team's younger members handle that now.
Oh, okay. It might be hard on your back if you're leaning out over the front of the boat. So he doesn't do it, but someone has to do it. He lets the young people handle it.
Yes, and so they use this verb handle. So to handle something means to take care of that or be in charge of that thing. Okay. And so we might have seen this word as a noun, maybe a door handle, but this is the verb form. So in this case, he's saying, I'm not going to be in charge of that because he's a little bit older. I want to let somebody younger handle it, take care of it, be in charge of it, have that responsibility. So they are going to handle the grabbing the flag. So, what's left?
Rowers, drummer, flag
getter,
person, flag grabber, flag getter. I don't know, actually, but let's find out. So Lance he's trying to figure it out too. There's really, I guess, only one more thing he can guess. So that means he's the team captain. But he says it, so that means he's the team captain? He says it as a question. He's raising his voice at the very end because that's the only thing he has left to guess.
Yes, and so then Mindy says, yes. And he's also the captain of the boat.
You have a captain on the boat?
I'm a little bit confused too.
I thought that would be the drummer or the flag guy.
So the captain of the boat still stands on the boat too?
They're not rowing? They're just a passenger?
I feel like
they're just extra weight? They're just cargo? Really strange. Anyways,
I'm a little confused.
Even if they're not rowing, even if they're not beating the drum or grabbing the flag, they're in charge because that's what captains are. A captain is basically the boss of a boat or an airplane. We would use the same term for an airplane. A pilot who's the senior pilot, the one in charge of the plane who makes all the orders and has all the responsibility, that's the captain. Same thing on a boat. On a boat, they say there is no one above between captain and God because you're kind of the big boss.
Yeah, in charge.
All the decisions go to you, and if any mistakes happen, it's also kind of your fault. So Interesting. I wonder exactly what a captain does.
I know. I feel like maybe we should take this break or this ending and go figure it out because I want to know too.
Oh, well, the first thing I would do is just throw the captain off the boat
like,
and say, if you're not rowing, get off the boat.
Too heavy. Get out.
But I'm sure they're very important. We're going to find out all about this and more about the wonderful Dragon Boat holiday festival traditions tomorrow. And I think we're going to have some zongzi. Yay. See ya. Lance and Mindy are at a dragon boat race. Which dragon boat is your father rowing in?
His team's in the green one in the last lane, but he's not rowing.
He's not? Then does he sit at the front of the boat and beat the drum?
That's a good guess, but no. Try again.
I know. He lies on the dragon head and grabs the flag.
He used to do that, but he lets the team's younger members handle that now.
So that means he's the team captain?
Yes, and he's also the captain of the boat.
Hi, 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天一起看单字。第一个单字呢是 row， 动词划船。Tom Hanks 演了一部很有名的电影《浩劫重生》，其中有一幕呢是他努力的划着他的木筏，想要离开小岛。那我们就依照这一幕呢造一个句子。Chuck rode the wooden raft on the ocean. Chuck 在海上划着木筏。那 wooden raft 是木筏，它的样子呢就是用几根木头简陋的绑在一起。第二个单字呢是 guess， 名词猜测。Danny made wild guesses on the test and he got them all correct. Danny 在考试的时候瞎猜一通，而且他全猜对了。句子里面的 wild 是形容词，可以指疯狂的，但在这里呢，它是指毫无根据的，所以 wild guess 指的就是瞎猜的意思。第三个单字呢是 flag， 名词，旗子、旗帜。The school raises the national flag every morning. 这所学校每天早上都会升起国旗。最后一个单字是 captain， 名词，团队的领袖。Julie is the captain of the team. Julie 是团队的队长。好，那我们一起看今天的文法。第一个文法呢是 at the front of something， 在某物或是某个地点的前面。The exit is at the front of the cinema. 出口在影厅的前面。相反的，如果是 at the back of something， 也就是在某个物品或是某个地点的后面。比如说 Cody placed some pillows at the back of the sofa. Cody 在沙发的后面放了一些枕头。那第二个文法呢是 somebody lies on something， 某人躺卧在某个物品上面。lie 的三态呢是 lie, lay, laying， 是躺卧、趴的意思。Lady Gaga lay on the piano at the concert. Lady Gaga 在演唱会上躺在钢琴上。最后一个文法呢是 somebody used to 加动词，某人以前时常做某件事情。Used to 加动词表示过去经常习惯做某件事情。Dylan used to eat at the diner, but not anymore. Dylan 以前常常在这个小餐馆吃饭，但现在没有了。好，那这就是今天的解说，下次再见。
Hello, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jamie.
Today we're playing Guess the Bear. We each have 3 cards with sentences where your vocabulary words or phrases are replaced with the word bear. We will each have 1 minute to see if we can guess all 3 words or phrases. Do you want to guess first?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to 1 minute on the clock. All right, let's start. The first one is a noun, 1 word. America's bear is red, white, and blue. They waved a white bear in defeat.
Flag?
Yes. The next one's a noun, 1 word. Take a bear, how old I am. At a bear, I'd say they will pass the law.
Guess?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Next one is a 2-word phrase. I bear travel abroad once a year. This is where we bear live when I was little.
Wait, sorry, can you say one more time?
I bear travel abroad once a year. This is where we bear lived when I was little.
Could it be used to?
That's right. You got all three. That was easy enough for you. I thought flag was very easy. Especially for an American, you shouldn't mess up the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the phrases are always hard. But I think you got it
used
pretty
to
quick.
travel abroad. Yeah. Pre-COVID.
I also used to travel abroad. Okay. Let's start with mine now.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay. One word, verb. We can watch people bear during Dragon Boat Festival. And he bared the boat down the stream.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, okay, good. One word, noun. This is the bear of the football team. And the bear of the ship welcomed us aboard.
This must be captain.
It must be. All right. Phrase, 2 words. He bears bare the sofa after a long day at work. And the cat usually bears bare the windowsill in the sun.
Just like lies on?
Yeah, that's it.
It is?
Lies
I wanted to say lies down on or something at first, but then you didn't say on, so I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, like he lies on the sofa.
Lies on the sofa and the cat lies on the windowsill.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know it was going to be.
See you next time.